the A-Team and Transformation, and today I want to talk about 3 specific or practical solutions to manifest when you might be feeling angry, sad, depressed, frustrated. It's really difficult to be able to manifest specifically what you want under those conditions. And the law of attraction or law of mirroring teaches you that whatever you put out is going to mirror back to you. So if you are feeling bitter and resentful and sad and depressed, then those things that mirror those specific type of emotions, people, situations, circumstances, you will attract that into your life. So it's really difficult to be able to manifest positive things when there's so much stress, so much chaos going around. So I want to give you 3 solutions to be able to still manifest exactly what you want. And this requires no money and really not a lot of faith or belief or trust on your part. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Reiki. Now, Reiki, it's really about someone sending a specific intention your way. So they're giving you energy with a specific intention. So if you look on YouTube, you'll find a lot of Reiki videos with a lot of wonderful intentions such as, money, finances, attracting a relationship, career, job. And one of my favorite YouTube channels is a woman by the name of 𝒟𝑜𝓃𝒶𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃. She has over 1,000 Reiki videos on her channel, and her channel is called Rest Relaxation Reiki. There's another woman by the name of Susan, and her channel is called Blended Insight. And last time I checked, she had close to 300 videos on her channel. And so, for example, it covers so many topics. So it could be money empowerment, money magnet, financial miracles, if you're looking for a job search, Reiki for a new job, Reiki to move to a new home, for a new car, Reiki for friendships, Reiki for improving relationships, to attract love, inner peace, a more fulfilling life, positive surprises, which is actually one of my favorites because it's really fun to just manifest using that specific Reiki video and just loop it and just kind of see what fun things come into your reality. And what's great is all you really need to do is sit in front of your computer, and while you're watching TV, while you're working on your laptop, you can just loop that specific Reiki video. And so that specific intention or energy is being put towards you. And so it's fantastic for being able to manifest what you want without really having a lot of belief or faith and trust. So for example, I have a personal story with this. So last holiday season, and this was Christmas Eve, I had lost my wallet. And it was very scary because I was in a new city and I didn't know anyone. And it's Christmas Eve too. And so I'd only been to like a couple places, and I went to California Pizza Kitchen, I went to get gas, and I think there was like one other place I went to. And when I got home, I realized pretty quickly on that I didn't know where my wallet was. And so the first thing that came to my mind is, okay, I can, manifest, I know how to manifest, I can do visualizations, I can, do affirmations, but at the same time, my energy was so hyper and I was in that stressful state of mind, and, that sense of urgency that I need to find it, and, what if I don't find it? And so I knew it was going to be very difficult for me to really have faith or trust that, I was going to be able to manifest it when my emotions were running so high. So the first thing that I did is I accepted my reality, right? And that's really a part of also manifesting, is accepting what is. I didn't like what was happening. I didn't have any approval for what was happening, but I did come to the point where, okay, this is my reality. I don't have my wallet right now and I don't know where it is. So that was like the first thing. The second thing is I knew that I really needed help in manifesting my wallet because again, I was in such, kind of that sense of urgency, right? And so I got the idea to see if there was a Reiki video specifically about lost items or lost objects, and I was like, oh my gosh, like if there's a Reiki video about lost items or objects, I'm just gonna be jumping up and down. So what I decided to do is I went on YouTube, and Lourdes, she has over 1,000 videos like I mentioned, and I type in like lost items, and here comes a video about lost items or objects. And so I was like, perfect. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to end this day, I'm gonna go to bed, and I loop that specific video, Reiki for lost items or objects. And I believe I also looped the video for blessings and raise your vibration. So I did those 3 videos, and I literally put the laptop just facing me while I was laying down on my bed and just looped those videos all night. So what happened was that the next morning, it was like 7:30 in the morning, I get this text, and it wakes me up. It's like 7:30 in the morning from this guy, and he says, hi, is this Teresa? And he says my full name, and he says, you know, I think I have your wallet. And he asks me to describe my wallet, and I describe my wallet. It's silver. I tell him all the things that are in my wallet. And he was like, yeah, so, you know, when, you know, it's Christmas Day, it's the next day, and he amazingly meets me in front of a mall, and I profusely, you know, thanked him, and we had a really good conversation. And so I can personally say that this works. I didn't really, I can't really say that I had a lot of faith and trust, right? So that's what this video is about, is that I can't really say that I manifested this on my own. I was really hoping that someone sending their specific intention to me about lost items or objects would help me manifest or create what I wanted, and it most definitely did. So I can 100% say that this does work. So that is the first solution. The second solution is having someone visualize for you. So if you have someone that you know, that you trust, that can actually visualize for you, because again, you know, this person isn't going to have this emotional attachment as much as you do when it comes to manifesting, whether it's money or a new job or vehicle or moving to a new city, because it's obviously not their specific intention. And so I can give you another example. So another story about this is I had a friend who was a nanny for a family in Los Angeles, and she had been working for this specific family for about 4 to 5 years. And we're having a conversation about how she felt that it just, you know, at the beginning they were really happy and appreciative that, you know, she was with their family, and then, you know, things kind of settle in, and she felt that they were kind of taking advantage of her a little bit, as far as, you know, not like coming home late and not telling her and just expecting a little bit more from her. And so what I did is, the day that she told me, before I went to sleep, I visualized her and this husband and wife having a conversation in the kitchen and telling her how, you know, appreciative they were of her, how grateful that they found her, how she's doing such an amazing job with her family. And so the next day we spoke, and I was of course curious what happened, and I said, hey, you know, how are things going? I didn't tell her what I did. And so I said, you know, how things are going? She's like, oh my gosh, you know, we had this great conversation right before I left, and they said that they were so happy that I was a part of their family and I was doing such an amazing job. And after she told me, I told her what I did, and, you know, I said, you know, this tool can really work. If you visualize before you go to work or before you go to sleep, that you can really keep that momentum going. So this is another great tool if you feel that sense of urgency, or if you feel like you really can't get on board with, you know, what you want, you can have someone that you trust that can visualize your intention for you. So the third way is to do mirror work. Now, there's lots of videos on YouTube about mirror work, and what's great about mirror work is it really cuts to the core of any resistance that you have towards really anything. So the universe already knows what you want. It already knows your desires, your innermost desires. You know, just like we have subconscious fears, we also have subconscious desires. And so what's great about mirror work is it really cuts out the resistance of what you want without actually you trying to manifest in a way of kind of hitting it on the nose. So it's a way of going around the resistance. Instead of saying, you know, I easily and quickly manifest money, what you can do is mirror work. And so what I do is I have this mirror, and it's, I mean, you can get this at the 99-cent store, Dollar General store, and I carry this around with me like wherever I go, because mirror work really does work. It's amazing how it attracts, like, almost you feel like it attracts like miracles, like things like you didn't even know you want, as well as things that you did want, which is really, really interesting. And so what you do with mirror work, so the very first step that you do is you want to look into the mirror, and you want to say all the things that you want to forgive yourself for. So right now, there's so many people that are really kind of beating themselves up. You know, they're wishing that they had made different decisions, and you know, maybe if I didn't move to this city, maybe if I didn't take this job, maybe if I, you know, started my business sooner, or whatever the case may be. They're really beating themselves up for their decisions. And so this is a really great time to forgive yourself, or be open and willing to forgive yourself. So the first step is you want to take this mirror, and you want to say all the things that you forgive yourself for. Now, there really is no such thing as mistakes or failures. It's really only feedback, but we want to be able to speak to that part that does feel that way. And so you can specifically say what you forgive yourself for, or you can just say, I'm open and willing to forgiving myself for all the mistakes I feel like I have made. If there's still some resistance in that, you can just do what's called Ho'oponopono, which is I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And you can just say those words, or you can do both as well. So that is the first step, is to say what you would like to forgive yourself for, and then to say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. The third thing you want to do is you want to say the things that you like about yourself. So we've kind of did that healing, in a sense, of forgiving yourself, and really kind of working on the resistance, because we say so many, we criticize ourselves sometimes all day long and beat ourselves up, and so it's hard to be able to manifest something when you are just doing affirmations and you're not really getting to the meat of the resistance when you talk bad about yourself or criticize your decisions. So those are the first two steps you want to do. Now after that, you want to say the things that you like about yourself. Now some people might say, oh, say the things that you're proud about, but right now it can be maybe hard to say what you're proud about. If you can do that, that's great, but we don't want to lie to ourselves, so you want to say things that you actually do like about yourself. And it could be something like, I like the fact that I'm a good cook. I like the fact that I, meet new friends easily. I like the fact that I'm tech savvy. I like the fact that, I'm open to new ideas, or I can understand complex ideas, just whatever specifically you like about yourself. And again, it's not something that you want to like about yourself, or something that you're working on yourself about, but something that you actually currently in this moment like about yourself. So you want to meet you where you are currently at. So that is the third thing. The fourth thing is to say in the mirror that I am enough. Now, every human being, really, the deep core fear is that they aren't enough. And so again, we don't want to lie to ourselves. You can say, I'm open and willing to know that I'm enough, versus just saying I am enough. That may feel like a lie. So I'm not selling you on the idea of lying to yourself. You could always say, I'm open and willing to know that I'm enough. So after that, you want to say that you love yourself. Now, again, for a lot of people, this could be very difficult. If you can't say that, you could say, I am open to loving myself. I am open to willing to know how to love myself. I am committed to learning how to love myself. Because if, it can backfire if it feels like it's such a lie and you have so much resistance to that, and that's not something that we want to do. Again, we want to meet you where you're specifically at, And we want this to be something that's, you know, enjoyable versus something that's, you know, like traumatic, you know, for you. So we definitely don't want to go backwards. And then the last thing that you can do, and this is, you know, optional, is I always say that I am one with the universe. I am one with all the universe has to offer. I am one with unlimited abundance and prosperity. I am one with unlimited resources. And it just kind of gets me into the mindset of that, you know, everything that I want or need or desire, that it is available to me. And it's just sort of like a really great reminder while, you know, after you said you forgive yourself and, you know, you said that you are enough and all of that, it's just kind of like a really great reminder of knowing that, you know, all my needs and desires can easily be met by the universe. It's not something that I have to do on my own. So that's the last thing. And this book also was really fantastic. It's Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. And I know this, you know, it's probably been, there's a lot of YouTube videos about it. And what I love is the author really talks about how he said to himself in a loop, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And he said it like a loop, right? And so what was interesting is that he talks about all these, you know, miracles coming into his life that he didn't expect. So, for example, on page 9, he says, my body started healing faster, my state of mind grew lighter, but the thing I never expected or imagined is life got better. But not just better, things happened that were fantastically out of my reach, things I couldn't have dreamt of. And he said, people came into my life, opportunities arose. I found myself using the word magic to describe what was happening. And through it all, I kept repeating to myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And there's also Reiki videos about, you know, loving yourself unconditionally as well. But I think there's something about looking in your eyes in a mirror and saying that to yourself and seeing yourself that really kind of puts a permanent stamp on it. And he goes to say that in less than a month, I was healthy, I was fit again, I was naturally happy, I was smiling, amazing people were coming into my life, situations were naturally resolving themselves. That's one of my favorite lines in this book, is how he says situations were naturally resolving themselves. And that's really interesting because life is so much easier when you do love yourself. You know, you naturally make decisions that are emotionally and mentally and physically healthy for you. You know, it's like decisions become very, very easy. You're not indecisive. You just naturally are drawn towards things that are good for you, which is, you know, is what we want. And then something else that he said too, which kind of stuck with me in the book, is he says something about how when you love yourself, life loves you back. I don't think it has a choice. And that like really, really stuck with me. So definitely check out that book as well. And it's a really easy read. I mean, it's only, how many pages? Like 50 some pages or something like that. And it gets really straight to the point, which I like. And so I'll definitely link that below. And so I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was really helpful for you. Please share this video, like, subscribe. I also have a Patreon community as well with other benefits to that specific community. And thank you so much for watching this video.